Hey guys, and welcome back. So let me just share with you how to create an online course with the help of AI in just 3 hours. So before we actually start, the question is, why do we need to create an online course? If you're an expert, a coach, a consultant, you have some knowledge, some expertise, and you just want to sell them. There are two types of business models for you for an expert. One struggles to make a few $1,000s. The other one makes a lot of money. Let me show you how. So we have this expert. He has some skills. He wants to sell his skills as a service. He finds a client. He works for him for, let's say, 20 hours, and he generates some results for this client. He gets paid $1,000. To get another $1,000, he has to find another client, works another hours, and create another product. And now you can see there are a few limits. One limit is the time. So he has to spend time when a new client comes in. The other limit, he has to create something every time a new client comes in. Now let's take a look at the other expert, who I would say a smart expert. This expert, he has the same skills like our previous expert, but he wants to sell his skills in a package form. So he package his knowledge so that he can sell that forever. He goes out, he creates a $20 guide, a simple low dollar offer that he wants to sell to so many people. He gets 50 customers, they buy this $20 guide, and he gets paid $1,000. He reinvests $500, and now he has 100 customers. Now he knows that the people who are buying his guide are interested in it. He wants to go a little bit in depth and creates a $200 training on the same topic. And he goes back to those 100 people, 100 customers, and tell them about this $200 training. Out of those 100 people, 5 customers say yes, and he gets another $1,000. He reinvests, and now he knows that some of these people actually want some personal feedback, so he creates a coaching program for $1,000. He goes back to his customers, tell them about his $1,000 coaching program. A few of them say yes, and he makes money from the existing customers who have already purchased from this expert. He reinvests, and the number of customers start growing, number of sales start growing, and he start making more money every time he reinvests or creates a new product. He creates a $5,000 done for you offer and goes back to his customers, tell them about his offer. A few of them say yes, he makes money from the existing customers again. He reinvests, and you can see that just after creating a few products and reinvesting the same money that he has earned from the existing offers, he is making a lot more money than our expert who was spending his time, who was trading his time for money. Now, from this, you can get an idea why you need to package your expertise and knowledge, and that's exactly why we need to create our online course. Now, I think you have a clear idea on why you need to create your online course, and we can now start creating your online course with the help of AI. So let's get started. Now, let me just go back and show you something here. I'm starting with this simple prompt. The reason for this prompt and the goal is to get my course idea. I'm going to share with ChatGPT my skills, experience, results, interests, preferences, and passion, and then asking it to give me 5 course ideas that align with my skills, expertise, and results. So you can see just a simple prompt, and I'm kind of getting started with it. It gave me these course ideas, and I'm personally sold to this course idea. I'm actually creating this online course on copywriting, and you can see that it has already given me a good course idea for my expertise and skills. Now, this is just a course idea. We actually have to validate it. We have to make sure that this course idea is going to sell. And then we have to make sure that I'm going to create an online course that is not going to fall into a red ocean of thousands of similar online courses. That's exactly what we are going to do next. Now, let me just go and start working on my course idea to validate this course idea. And what I'm going to do is I'm just running a research on actual platforms where I know people go and discuss about my topic. So the top 4 platforms that I want to go with: Reddit, Udemy, because that's where people actually sell and buy online courses; YouTube, that's where people watch videos and content. And I know that people are creating content on copywriting topic on YouTube. Then I have Amazon because I know that there are some books that people have written and selling on Amazon. Now let me show you what's actually happening here and the magic of this research. So I'm actually not asking ChatGPT to give me some random data about online courses or copywriting and stuff like that. So I'm actually asking for the clear user-generated content from the real people who have the real interest in my topic or struggling with copywriting or the solution that I'm going to offer in my online course. So let's now take a look at the links. So as I just said, it's not just random GPT generated data. It's real links that I asked ChatGPT to pull for me so that I can take a look at them and I can verify that the people are actually talking about copywriting here. You can take a look at this one. So how long did it take you guys to get your first client? So this is the real copywriting topic in copywriting subreddit, and people are actually contributing, discussing about their experiences. So this data is good for me because I'm going to use it to create my online course. Now let's take a look at Udemy and let me show you what we actually get from there. So it has already done some research for me and it has pulled the number of students, ratings and reviews, and then it shared with me the link to Udemy. Let me just take a look at the course. As you can see, it has 1500 plus reviews and 4.5 out of 5 rating. Now, this is a real course, and you can see it's all about copywriting. This is a good one. I'm gonna come back here and I'll just pull some data and show you how we will make sure that we are actually creating the right type of copywriting course that people want and not something that I'm gonna guess. So it's not about guessing, it's about actual research. And if I just kind of give you a price tag on this rating and this data that we will be pulling, let me just pull all of these so you can see it's 1500 real people sharing their real experience with this online course and what they actually liked, what they didn't like, what they wanted, what they missed, what was their challenge, their pain points, their goals, and their needs. So all of this data, I would say, is at least $5,000 worth. Why? If you are running a survey campaign, you will need to find the data from people who are interested in a copywriting topic or in a copywriting online course. You will need to run at least $5,000 on ads, and then you will need to spend 3 to 5 months to curate and collect that data. So that's already worth like thousands of dollars. Now let's get back and take a look at the YouTube. So as you can see, again, YouTube is sharing with us the real URLs. The signals are good. Demand is very high. And people actually want to spend money on these courses. Now, what I actually did after I got this, I don't want to kind of simply go and start creating my online course. What I did, I started from here. I want to get all of these reviews and ratings because this is a gold mine of data. I'll keep clicking on this button, show more reviews, and it will keep coming up. And when I have all these reviews loaded, I'll right click on here, and I just want to pull all this data. So I think I'll just need to click somewhere here, copy element. Now, why I'm actually doing this? If we want, we can simply copy the text, but there is an issue with simply just copying the text. We are unable to pull this rating, this star rating, and we actually need to give this to ChatGPT so that it can actually put these reviews into the buckets for their reviews and ratings. Let me just show you how from the code, from this HTML that we are pulling, how it is actually going to help us. So you can see it is telling us the rating is 4 out of 5. So on here, we can see it's 4 out of 5. Same is true for this one. 4 out of 5. Let's take a look at another one. So 5 out of 5. So you can see that we need to pull this review rating, and this is something that's going to help us segment the reviews based on the rating that each individual has given to this online course. And I'm going to repeat this for all the courses that ChatGPT has shared with me here. So it's just one course, and I can pull all the reviews from every course that it has given me. And maybe I can go out and pull some courses that I feel are relevant to my online course. Okay, so now we have our data. I'm going to create the separate files, name them with the online course or the data that I have pulled. And I'm just going to share this with ChatGPT, and I will ask ChatGPT to run the validation for this online course that I'm going to create. So you can see it has actually shared with me all this in-depth data, and it's going to share with me all the data points that are going to support me with deciding if my course idea is solid. Let me just show you at the end because it's a lot of data, and I just want to make sure that I'm not kind of overwhelming you and sharing all the details that we don't need. Overall assessment. So it's actually sharing with me extremely high demand, and then it is sharing with me this little analysis on my data, on my course topic. So it has shared with me that rather than calling it $1,000 in 30 days, I should be framing it in a different way. Maybe getting your first client. I think it just did that somewhere. Okay, so I now want to make sure this is another layer of the validation that I'm running. And this is basically against the 10 points checklist. One, market demand. Is there market demand for my online course? Based on the given data, it's going to pull and answer me if there is a demand. Pain intensity, outcome clarity, competition, willingness to pay, potential. So we actually don't want to start and kind of create an online course that's going to be trendy for next 2-3 years. And after that, we struggle. So we actually have to make sure that it has the evergreen potential. Urgency level. So we have to make sure that people are actually feeling the pain right now to solve it and pay for it. So you can see that all these checkpoints, I'm going to run them against the data that I have given to ChatGPT with my prompt, and it's going to give me a clean insight into if that is possible. And just for you to give you an overview, it's actually giving me the score as well. So on each checkpoint, it's giving me the score. if my idea is like scoring good. So it's almost always 7 out of 10, 9, 8. So you can see that my data, my course topic is good, and it's a really good green signal, and overall validation score is 84 out of 100. So from here, I'll actually start and do another layer of deep dive research data. So this is basically the data that I have actually pulled from ChatGPT. I'm going to create a text file here just for my record and reference, and I'm just sharing it back with ChatGPT. And what I'm actually doing here, so I'm actually asking it to give me the positioning statement based on all these things, and it's gonna give me some score as well, again, because I'm kind of a person who wants to make sure that whatever I'm doing is up to the mark and it's not scoring below 5 out of 10. Now, it has given me this positioning statement. The first one is a good one. I kind of like it, but I feel like it can be a little bit more in-depth and clear. It's not that clear. So it's just like a few words, just 2 lines, less than 2 lines. And I just want to kind of include a few things. So what I actually did here, I went back to ChatGPT after this. So I just told ChatGPT that I don't like this. I just want you to give me the positioning statement in such a way that can be clear, and I can actually get some clear promise from it. I can get some clear challenges, roadblocks from it, so that I can easily tell it to a stranger and they can tell me, okay, it's for them or not. So this is the one that I liked. Help aspiring freelance copywriters who have 0 clients and feel stuck consuming tutorials instead of pitching land their first paying client in 30 days using the first client sprint system without needing a portfolio or competing on Upwork. So you can see that now I have a clear positioning statement, and that's actually going to stay with me till the end of my online course creation. And that's actually going to keep me on the track and I'm not going to drift. So from here, we will start creating our online course, and I'm going to share with you the next steps in the next video. So we are actually creating our course modules. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'm here to help. Thanks. Bye.